Chosen ones, if this message has found you, know that it's no accident. God Himself has orchestrated this moment, guiding you to this divine encounter. This isn't just another video or a passing word. It's a heavenly summons, a sacred call with your name written in the ink of eternity. The Creator of the universe is speaking directly to your spirit, inviting you to step into a season of divine connections that will transform your life forever. Don't scroll away. Don't let doubt steal this sacred appointment. God is opening a portal of divine relationships, supernatural alliances, and heaven-sent partnerships that will shift you from isolation to influence, from lack to legacy. This is your divine moment here now to say yes to the connections God has prepared for you. Hesitate, and you risk missing the people, opportunities, and breakthroughs destined for you. Delay, and you may forfeit the divine alignment that's about to redefine your path. The heavens are moving, the Spirit is stirring, and this window of favor won't wait. God is saying, I've chosen you for divine connections. I've prepared people to walk with you, but you must step into this now. Pause, take a breath, and let this truth anchor your soul. Today, everything changes if you say yes. You've walked alone for too long, carrying the weight of rejection, the pain of betrayal, the ache of dreams deferred because no one saw your value. You've wondered if anyone would ever understand your vision, if anyone would stand by your side, if the right doors would ever open. God sees every tear you've shed in solitude, every prayer you've whispered in the dark, every moment you felt unseen. He's not ignoring your loneliness. He's declaring it's over. Heaven has issued a divine mandate with your name on it. Your season of isolation is canceled. This isn't just a promise. It's a covenant, sealed by the blood of Jesus and signed with the favor of God. You're not begging for companionship. You're stepping into divine connections. The chains of rejection, emotional, relational, and spiritual, are breaking now. God doesn't just mend your heart. He multiplies your relationships. What once felt like a solitary journey is now becoming a testimony of divine alignment. Every door that closed, every person who walked away, every opportunity that slipped through God is rewriting your story with connections that will elevate your purpose. Let's be real. You've faced moments where you felt invisible. You've poured out your heart, shared your dreams, worked tirelessly, only to be overlooked. You've stood in rooms where no one noticed your gifts, applied for opportunities that ignored your potential, loved people who didn't value your worth. But here's the divine secret God is unveiling. Your solitude was not rejection, it was preparation. The world sees isolation as abandonment. God sees it as a sacred incubation. Your loneliness wasn't meant to break you. It was meant to build you. Every closed door, every unanswered call, every no you heard, it wasn't denial. It was divine redirection. God says, you've been faithful in the quiet, so I'm trusting you with divine connections. A flood of relationships, partnerships, and opportunities is coming your way. This isn't just about meeting people. It's about divine alignment, your purpose, your vision, your destiny being connected to the right souls. God is repositioning you from alone to aligned, from overlooked to ordained. Your story is no longer one of solitude. It's a divine strategy for connection. You've endured seasons where rejection was your reality. You've stretched yourself thin, given your all, and still felt like you didn't belong. But hear this, that chapter is closed. Loneliness is not your portion. Isolation is not your identity. God has evicted rejection from your life and issued a divine invitation for connection. When God shifts something, He doesn't pause it, He transforms it. The curse of not enough is broken over you and your bloodline. The relational voids that marked your past, your family, your history, they end with you. This isn't just about your heart. It's about your legacy. Divine connections are your birthright. Divine alliances are your inheritance. You're not an outcast. You're an ambassador of heaven's network. Doors that were locked due to misunderstanding are swinging open by divine favor. Access is being granted to people, places, and platforms who couldn't reach before. You're moving from solitude to synergy, from striving alone to succeeding together. Your new normal is divine connection relentless, heaven-sent relationships. What if your life became a testimony of God's relational provision? Get ready, because your circle is about to testify to His goodness. Divine connections are coming, mentors you didn't seek, partners you didn't expect, allies who see your value. Not because you chased them, but because God ordained them. Your faith has opened a portal. Heaven is aligning your relationships. The people in your life will no longer drain you. They'll declare God's glory. Relationships won't be a source of pain. They'll be a tool for purpose. Your connections will preach louder than words, proclaiming, "This is what happens when God aligns His chosen." Prepare for encounters that defy logic, meetings you didn't arrange, collaborations you didn't plan, favor you didn't earn. God is saying, "I see you, I favor you, I connect you." This isn't just about meeting people. It's about restoration. Every relationship that failed, every betrayal that stung, every door that closed, God is redeeming it with interest. He's not just restoring your circle, He's multiplying it. The enemy's plans to isolate you are flipping into divine partnerships. Your pain is becoming power, your losses are becoming links, and your setbacks are setting you up for a relational comeback. For too long, you've been unseen, working in silence, dreaming in shadows, giving while others ignored your heart. You've cried alone, lifted others while your own spirit sank, wondered if your purpose would ever find its people. God says your hidden season is over. He's pulling you from obscurity into divine visibility, not for attention, but for alignment. He hid you to prepare you, to strengthen your roots so your relationships would bear lasting fruit. Every seed you planted in solitude is sprouting into a public harvest of connections. You're not just being seen, you're being strategically placed. Opportunities aren't just knocking, they're chasing you. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered. Collaborations are forming, mentors are seeking you, and divine allies are aligning. This isn't just elevation, it's divine orchestration. The world will see your connections as a testimony to the God who aligns the faithful. You're going from unseen to unstoppable, from alone to anointed. The stage is set, and heaven is your connector. You didn't choose me. I chose you, and I appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, and so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. John chapter 15, verse 16. This verse seals the truth of your calling. You are chosen, appointed by God Himself to bear fruit that lasts, to walk in divine connections that produce eternal impact. Your relationships are not random. They are ordained by the Father to fulfill His purpose in you. Ask in His name and watch heaven align the right people to your path. This covenant of divine connections isn't just about relationships, it's about destiny. God isn't just blessing your circle, He's expanding your influence. Collaboration is your promise. Legacy is your portion. You've walked alone long enough, watched others build networks while you held only dreams. God is rewriting your story. Your name is being linked to divine partners, mentors, and visionaries. Relational miracles are coming. Connections are part of your covenant. You're not just meeting people. You're stepping into a new dimension of purpose. Your children's children will inherit the networks you're building now. This isn't just about you. It's about your bloodline. God didn't bring you this far to walk alone. He brought you to lead with others. Relationships, resources, and limitless alliances are yours. Claim them now. You're not stepping into this season alone. Heaven has assigned supernatural allies to your destiny. Angels are clearing relational obstacles, accelerating divine meetings, and dismantling delays. These aren't ordinary encounters. They're divine appointments. Expect unusual favor, conversations that defy logic, people who say, "I don't know why, but I'm drawn to your vision." That's not chance. It's divine alignment. Your purpose, your business, your calling, they're backed by heavenly connectors. You're not alone in your dreams or your battles. God has sent reinforcements. Your ideas, once scribbled in solitude, are now being championed. The visions you thought were too big, God says they're just the beginning. You're not meant to strive alone. You're meant to thrive with others. Heaven has approved your purpose with unlimited relational capital. Resources are flowing, collaborators are arriving, and divine connections are forming. You're not chasing people. People are chasing you. Gone are the days of toiling in isolation. God's favor doesn't demand loneliness. It delivers alliances. You're entering a season where your efforts carry supernatural synergy. What took others years to build will take you months with the right connections. What felt like struggle will now feel like flow. You're shifting from striving alone to succeeding together, from hustle to heaven's help. People will marvel at how fast it happened, how your life exploded with divine relationships. But you'll know the truth. God did it. Your faith opened the door. Heaven supplied the connections. You're on heaven's contact list now, and God doesn't connect in scarcity. Your name is at the top of his divine directory. Every time you gave without recognition, every moment you stayed faithful in the shadows, God recorded it. He's sending divine allies, not just to meet your needs, but to multiply your impact. You'll build movements, sow into communities, and uplift others with your influence. You're not waiting for connections. You are the connection God sends. Those closed doors, ignored messages, and missed opportunities, they weren't rejections. They were protections. God was saying, "Not those people, I have better." Every no was steering you to a divine yes. The relationships you begged for were too small for your destiny. The people who overlooked you couldn't carry your purpose. Now, brace for the yes that buries every no. Divine connections are coming, collaborations that defy reason, mentors you didn't seek, allies you didn't expect. Not by your network, but by God's nod. You're entering spaces custom built for your calling. The wait wasn't wasted, it was strategic. God was aligning you for this moment. Loneliness used to feel like your home. Isolation was your script, and rejection was your reality. That contract is void. Heaven has torn it up. You're no longer chained to solitude. You're released into divine relationships. Your identity isn't rejection, it's royalty. You're not an outcast. You're an heir to heaven's network. Your life is becoming a river of favor, a flood of divine connections on barren ground. You've prayed through lonely seasons unseen, unheard, ignored, but God was there, crafting you in secret for a public unveiling. Your silence is done. Your divine connections are here. Your testimonies aren't distant. They're your daily truth. People will ask, "How did this happen?" You'll say, "God connected me." Don't be shocked when strangers see your gift, when platforms open without applications, when influencers hear your voice. God is amplifying your story for impact, not ego. This is your connection season. Every sacrifice, every seed sown, God saw it. Giving didn't diminish you. It multiplied you. You're in a cycle of endless relational harvest. Every act of faith, every tear in solitude, God's returning it with surplus. You'll reap where you sowed, even where others forgot. The world preaches isolation. Heaven delivers alliance. What left your heart wasn't lost. It was invested. Now, partnerships, collaborations, and divine meetings flow. Keep sowing. The more you give, the more God connects. This season carries divine strategy. You're not just praying, you're partnering. Heaven's downloading blueprints, networks, industry-shaking alliances. You'll wake with plans, dream collaborations, see clarity that sparks movements. God's not just giving relationships, He's giving wisdom. Your connections will matter. Your alliances will shape futures. You're not guessing, you're governing. Shift from loneliness to leadership. The kingdom needs influence with purpose, and you're equipped to connect. Everything's aligning now. You've prayed, fasted, wept for connection. But the connection's not external, it's rising within you. God's shifting your mind from isolation to influence. You carry answers, light, relationships. The delay wasn't denial, it was growth. Every trial honed your wisdom. Every shut door sharpened your sight. You're not waiting for allies. You're the ally others seek. The enemy fought you because he saw this coming. Too late, you're awake. Drop, "I'm just surviving." Declare, "I am the connection." Doors open when you step. Solutions spark when you speak. You're heaven's connector on earth. You didn't miss your moment. Every delay was a lesson. God trained you in shadows, not to punish, but to prepare. While you waited, He built your strength. While doors stayed locked, He honed your vision. While others raced, He rooted your core. Now you're ready to carry this blessing's weight. You're not chasing fame. You're walking in purpose. Your next step's not ordinary, it's prophetic. This isn't progress. It's divine connection. Right now, I invite you to seal this covenant. If this word stirs your spirit, take 3 urgent actions today. First, hit the like button to declare your faith in these divine connections. Second, subscribe to lock in your commitment to this journey. Third, drop the number 88 in the comments, a sacred signal to heaven that you're saying yes to God's plan. God is watching. Your destiny is calling. Will you answer? Will you receive? Let's step into these divine connections together. Your overflow begins today.